Welcome to the halftime huddle, the opportunity during the middle of the week, hump day, halfway through the week to regroup, spend a bit of time together to think about how to make the second half your best half. We all start Monday with lots of energy for the week, gets to midweek and life has taken over a little bit, and we need a little bit of a reboost. And this is hopefully opportunity to spend some time together to do that. Last week I missed the halftime huddle. We were spending some time with our family who were going through some time when they needed a bit of extra support, and we went there and helped, and that meant some of the other things I normally do. I took a little bit of a second priority. They took a back step, etc. And that got me thinking about balance and how we keep balanced. Um, Running a small business is tough. Most of the time, you're doing a lot of this on your own. Most of the time, you're having to do a lot of stuff without any support, and it takes time and it takes energy and it takes effort. So oftentimes we get focused, fully focused, and fully tunnel vision on our businesses, which can help us move forward. But we forget that sometimes we're holistic beings. We have we don't live in a tiny little island. What's the quote about no man is an island? That's true. No, we live in an ecosystem of the friends, family, environment, things going around you, etc. And sometimes you have to think about what happens with that. I'd be interested to know for the people, you guys listening, either on the replay or on live. Do you ever catch yourself thinking, "My goodness, I've just spent all this time focusing on one thing. Where's all the time gone? What do I need to do about all the other kind of stuff that I've just dropped and left on the side?" And catch yourself in these moments of slight imbalance. For me, I use a tool called that I've actually developed, a beacon to ensure that I actually remind myself that I'm a part of an ecosystem, and it's more than just my business that I should focus on. I'll just show you a little bit of a mind map of what I have involved. I mean, basically, I remind myself that I need to look after myself and my body. I need to remind myself I look after the environment around me. Do something that isn't just about me and selfishness and accomplishments, and do some things that are a little bit more rounded. And then, only one part of this this six area focus is cash and finance and business. Others, in terms of close others, significant others, partners, friends, family, is also an important part. And finally, to remind yourself that you're part of a network, part of a group of human beings that you need to connect with and keep in contact with, your colleagues, your friends, your acquaintances, the people you don't sort of see that often, and you need to focus on that. So that's the tool that I use to remind myself. And every season I plan a set of goals around that. So I'm not just planning a business goal and I'm going to spend the whole of the summer focusing on my business goal. I've got other goals. For instance, at the moment I'm looking at my health. I'm looking to recover from the situation that occurred at the beginning of the year and get myself back to fitness and health. So that's a big focus for me at the moment, to ensure that I keep doing that and remind myself to do that. We're also looking at the environment. If you wanted to look around my office at the moment, is a bit of a mess, so it needs sorting and needs cleaning, and I need to focus a little bit of energy and time on that. So I use this. I'll go back to the tool. I use this acronym Beacon, which is a shining light to remind me these are the goals and these are the things I want to achieve during the season. To remind myself that it's not all about just business. And one of the things I would like to be interested about you is how do you maintain balance? How do you ensure that you're not all work and no play, etc. And you remind yourself that you've got other things to do, and you don't just get yourself burnt out, because that's one of the challenges small businesses and small business owners have when they're working sort of on their business, in their business, full time, 24/7, 365 days of the year. They're just focused on making sure they're making progress in the business. They forget sometimes. So this is just my reminder to remind you that you're part of a holistic view of who you are and what you're doing, and not just a single one-dimensional business owner, etc. So this is one of the things I need to remind myself. For instance, that's what happened last week. There are times when I need to focus on something that isn't just my business, and we needed to focus a little bit on the family. And you need to go a little bit of full tilt on that, and go into that for a slight imbalance for a short period, to ensure that you get this thing over the line, and you support and help and do what you need to do to get that part of your life sort of sorted. I mean, for instance, this week, my wife, and I'll show you quickly, my wife is doing a challenge, and she's full on that challenge. She's full on making sure that it's running smoothly, and it's a huge focus for her this coming week. And that happens. That just happens. Sometimes we just need to fully focus. But one of the things we need to also remind ourselves is there are other things in our lives. So I'd love to hear what you use. How do you maintain the right set of balance in terms of what you do during the day, during the week, during the month, during the season, and how you ensure that it's not just a single multifunctional, multi-dimensional, a single unidimensional sort of person, your business or your health or your family, etc. You need to remember that there are other things around that. So that was just a reminder from me. It's a really quick one today. I'm basically just wanted to get on and remind you that I'm still here. And also open an open invitation. And I've said this time and time before. If you come across this and you're listening to this, I'd love to talk to you. If you're a small business owner and you want to spend a bit of time sharing your business, talking to me, then do please let me know. Do please PM me or send me a message, because I'd love to have you to talk. It's pretty nondescript, pretty simple. We just have a chat and conversation. There's a challenge going around, or there was a challenge that I took part in last couple of weeks about being visible, and we all need to be ensure that we are visible. And being visible it means sometimes going slightly out of your comfort zone and going on someone else's live, or going on someone else's podcast, or going on someone else's stage, and putting yourself out there to remind people and get in front of people who you might be able to serve and help. So if you would like to do that, then please let me know, because I'd love to have you on and talk to you about your business and how you get through the half time of the week, and what you do to maintain your balance, and all the other things that make running a small business a challenge when you're doing it on your own. So I'd love to speak to you. So that's an open invitation. So please let me know. Please come along. Please take up this opportunity to make yourself visible in other places, and remind yourself that you may have the best product in the world, but if you're just talking to yourself in a corner, no one knows about it, and you're not helping anybody. So please do remember to take the opportunity to, if someone offers you an opportunity to be visible somewhere, take it. So that's just quickly me. Just quickly on, I'd love to hear your comments. I'd love to hear a little bit more about how you maintain balance during the week. Please let me know in the replay. If you're watching this later on, please let me know. What do you use? What do you use to keep yourself focused on the fact that you're not just a business owner? You're a partner, a father, or a mother, or a son, or a daughter, or a friend, or a human being with physical needs, etc. In terms of making sure their health is okay. All of these things you need to focus on, and how do you do that? So I'd love to hear that. But in the meantime, have a great second half, and I will see you next time, where we can spend a bit of time halfway through the week in the halftime huddle to ensure that you can make the second half your best half. So I will see you next time. Oh, that's interesting. That's not what normally happens. Where do we go after this normally? So, anyhow, in the meantime, this is me. Normally, at the end of a halftime huddle, I spend a bit of time talking to you about. Let's go back to the full screen. Why not go back to the full screen? But it's about what I would like you to do. I'd like you to send some comments, some feedback about how it's working, what's going, what you'd like to know. Are there any improvements you think I learned? Because I want to make this halftime huddle really useful to you. So if there are things that you would like to know, if you'd like to come on, as I said beforehand in the live, then do please come along. Do please drop me some comments, and I'd love to hear how you found it. I'd love to hear where you heard about this. I'd love to hear what you think I can do, or what you'd like to see, or what you'd like to hear about that would help you through the second half of the week. So, in the meantime, I will say goodbye again.